Xbox Game Pass just keeps on getting better. Last Xbox Game Pass update, I talked about the games that were going to be put on the service. More specifically, Undertale, an indie darling, a cult classic that shouldn't be looked over for its simplistic graphics because this game is witty, has ingenious gameplay, with definitely something more than meets the eye. I talked about Octopath Traveler, a Japanese RPG from Square Enix, which was a smash hit on the Nintendo Switch. But the biggest surprise of them all was Outriders on day one, and it turns out that game is fun and definitely has room to become much bigger than it was anticipated. But now, Game Pass has taken it to a whole new level. First, I'm gonna start with the obvious, and that's Grand Theft Auto 5, which is probably the biggest game there ever is, and ever will be. Definitely will always stay in the top 5. Till this day, it still sells gangbusters, and you can still see it around the world's top 10 best-selling games. So adding Grand Theft Auto to Game Pass is gonna be big, especially given that a lot of people don't have Grand Theft Auto, given that that game first came out back in the Xbox 360 era and was ported over to the Xbox One era and now to the Xbox Series X era. They'll also be including NHL 21 for those hockey fans out there. Me in particular, I'm not a fan, but now I'm gonna dive into it. Why? Because I can. But an even bigger catch for those sports fans is MLB The Show will be on Xbox Game Pass day one, coming soon. A game that is developed by Sony San Diego Studio, but published by MLB. Again, I haven't played a baseball game in so long, but now that I have MLB The Show on Game Pass day one, I definitely will. And for those of you that hate zombies and Xbox Game Pass has you covered with Zombie Army 4, a game that I have never explored, but hey, I'm all for killing zombies and not. But one that has me intrigued the most, considering that I already played Grand Theft Auto and I'm not a huge sports fan, is Rain on Your Parade. That's right, an indie off-the-wall game where you control a cloud that pretty much rains on everyone's parade. But with games like these, you always know there's something more than meets the eye, and I just can't wait to figure it out. Plus, there's a few more for PC and the cloud, but I don't mess around with that just yet. But as you can see with Xbox Game Pass, they always have a variety for people to choose from. An action game, AAA Grand Theft Auto, from AAA Sports, hockey, to make sure all those Canadian fans and the people who live up there in the cold weather get their fix. Baseball, MLB The Show, America's favorite pastime. Maybe in real life, not on TV because it's boring, but imagine now you can play it on TV so that you won't be bored. All thanks to Sony San Diego, MLB, and Xbox and Game Pass. Woo. And you know what? It's only gonna get better from here. Until then, go and check Xbox Game Pass now. You can play Grand Theft Auto and Zombie Army, and the rest will be coming soon.